Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. McDonald's has been having trouble as of late trying to attract customers. They may want to take a page from Johnny Rockets. Add skanks to the menu. Miss Angelic Valle went into a Miami Johnny Rockets and, according to witnesses, was behaving rather strangely. And that strange behavior eventually led to Miss Valle stripping naked, dancing around in the restaurant and covering herself in ketchup. You know, now if you were a guy in the restaurant, then she absolutely made your day, as you can see in the pictures. You know, with that type of an atmosphere being generated by a naked woman dancing around the restaurant. It went from her just dancing and pouring ketchup on herself to guys pouring things on her and eventually starting to touch her. Miss Valle eventually exited the restaurant, though, but not before instructing people to look her up on her Facebook and I guess Instagram and Twitter and wherever she was, and left the restaurant. Now, she was arrested and charged, at which her dad spoke on her behalf, saying that she was mentally ill. From her Facebook posts and responses to this incident, though, it doesn't sound like, you know, she was or she is mentally ill. It was something that, according to her, she said that, you know, it was fun. She remembered doing it. Arrest her, even though she was crying at the hearings. Take her to jail. It was fun. Everybody looked like they were having fun. The guys rarely looked like they were having fun. And if you wanted to find out why she did it, she referenced Vybz Kartel, a Jamaican rapper who is currently in jail, I believe, for murder. So it's just a real strange series of events. Who knows what led up to this. So, beautiful girl. Don't know why she resorted to doing this, but after I saw her, I'm like, you know, she reminds me of Rihanna. After I said that, I kind of backtracked to a show I did last year on Rihanna. Rihanna attended the NBA All-Star game last year, and she wore some blue jeans that had "fuck off" on them. And of course, because she was there, the camera, you know, there's Rihanna, and there's Rihanna, and now she has to resort to trying to cover up the fuck off part. And and you could tell, she thought it was cute, which it wasn't. The piece that I did, I called it classless, tasteless. I called it just an insult, set new lows for black women. And and I got attacked by I guess her Rihanna army, I guess, or whatever it is. So I guess for all you hood rats and skanks out there, Rihanna's like the skank queen. It's like Beyonce. Beyonce for hood rats is like, the first lady of hood rats and stuff. So I kind of thought about the fact that it's what I call the Kardashian effect, in that you have people who are either famous for absolutely no reason, or they want to be famous for absolute no reason, and they will resort to anything for people to pay attention to them. I'm just like, what's going on in your mind that, you're a beautiful girl, and shouldn't you have more going on than stripping naked in a public place? Now, relative to where events take place, if this were a strip club, hey man, perfectly acceptable behavior. If it were a spring break, because girls tend to get a little wild and crazy at spring break, not to the point where they strip completely naked, but they do take their tops off and stuff like that. Yeah, I can dig it. That's kind of acceptable behavior. But to do something like this and then instruct everybody to go to your Facebook or go to your Twitter, is it just for attention? Can't you do something more with your life than, and don't get me wrong, hey, I'm a heterosexual man and I love looking at beautiful naked women dance on tabletops and pour ketchup all over their body. It's just not in a public place where you got kids and other people and stuff, So where is the rationale? I don't know. Nobody knows. What I do know, yet again, it is an example of how dysfunctional these past two generations have become, just how bad black women make themselves. And it goes without saying, are there other women that have possibly done this? I guess, I don't know. I always say, find me the video of some Latina girl or some white girl, stripping in a Johnny Rockets and pouring ketchup all over their bodies and then we can call it a day. But we don't seem to be able to find that. It is always black people just, and no matter where they go, I've always said it, you get the wrong kind of black people. In any situation, they will niggify everything they come into contact with. Miami Beach Police spokesman Ernest Rodriguez released a statement saying that the city of Miami Beach has allocated a lot of resources to improve the lifestyle on Ocean Drive, and this is something that will not be taken lightly. 9 times out of 10, it's black folks acting niggerish and don't know how to act somewhere. So, her little stunt worked because I guess she's gotten millions of views on I don't know if it's her video, but the video's got millions of views, goes without saying. And I guess she's had people come to her page, and so I guess it's worked. But I guess it's just sad to me, man. This is not. I'm looking at it, and it's not like sexual in any kind. It's more sad than anything else, because you're looking at it, you're going like, ooh, baby, beautiful girl, she's naked, she's not. It's kind of a sad statement on yet again another sad statement on black people, and the fact that a lot of us, it would appear, we just losing our minds. There was just a time when black people did not act like this, when black women had just more class about themselves, man. But it's just like now, anything goes. It goes anywhere, and it seems that society or the system or whatever it is, it seems to just encourage this kind of behavior. And I'm not saying Kim Kardashian is a bad person or anything, but she's famous for making a porn video and nothing else. There's nothing else there. She has created an empire off of a porn video. That this girl says, well, I want to be like Kim Kardashian. If I do that, Lawrence Fishburne's daughter did the same thing, and that one would just baffled me. Lawrence Fishburne, one of the most respected and successful actors, period. And what does his daughter do? She does porn. And it's like, with a dad like Lawrence Fishburne, all of those resources there, if you wanted to make movies, you could make legitimate movies, and you've got every single resource at your disposal, and you reduce yourself to doing porn. And from what I gather, not only did the porn videos suck, but the industry basically turned her out. She didn't make any money. They booted her out of the industry, and she's estranged, obviously, from her father and her family. It's like, what did you do that for? Why would you do that? It makes absolutely no sense. You can believe what you want to believe, but the rules are different for us. The rules are different for black people. We can't go out here and do what a Kim Kardashian does, or whatever some white girl wants to do porn, or some Paris Hilton. So she does a sex tape and she becomes even more famous. Somebody else famous for nothing. And black women look at that. I want to be like that. That's what I want to do. So in this crazy world of social media, I guess, in this crazy world of, pay attention to me and pay attention to me, people will resort to doing anything. But I just think it's a sad statement on black women, because you're already devalued. You're already looked at as basically the whores of the world. So it doesn't help matters that this chick whores herself out in a restaurant like this and just makes a spectacle of herself. And you got to walk the streets the next day. You got to, I don't know if you have any kids, but basically your kids inherit this. Your family inherits this. You're going to carry this for the rest of your life. Some dude that's going to walk up on her because he saw that video and thinks that, well, look, if you're that easy, she's going to demand her right to be a whore in public, but then be respected out on the street when she's walking down the street. It's kind of like a woman with her breasts hanging out all over the place, and a guy sees the breasts and he says something, and she's like, what the hell you think you looking at? So it's just a sad statement, man. It's if she is mentally ill, I hope she gets the help that she needs, but the damage has already been done. So yet another sad instance of black people, black women. Hey, man, who knows where we're going to wind up, or where a lot of us are going to wind up in the future. Well, for guys in Miami, I guess they hope for a lot of women it's going to be at Johnny Rockets. This is KTM and the Wake Up Report saying, think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.